Hello everyone! Kamusta? Sino yung mga present today? Hello! Thank you so much for attending again today. This is our third day of our live stream. So, there's a lot of things happening right now, especially if you want to invest today in US market. There's, do you hear me guys? Okay naman, oh, mali. Okay, so, I think open naman yung microphone ko. So, right now, there's huge issues, no? Wait. By the way, bago tayo magsimula pala, mag-start lang ako with the things that I need to say before we start. So, house rule, of course, be respectful, and then these are for educational purposes. So anything that I say, you have to use it for your own decision making. So I'm not giving you trade advice that you have to take. These are just for educational purposes. Okay? Baka maano tayo. May something. Anyway, so yun na nga guys. So today we have to check on some stocks that will probably move, no? So, ano ba yung nangyayari today? Bakit medyo mukhang stressful in the market. So today is the final stretch kung sa Georgia, yung runoff. You will know like if who will win, Democrat or Republican. So why is it important? Because especially sa stock market, kasi because sorry, naguluhan ako. Important siya kasi there's a lot of things that will happen if ever Democrats win, including the Senate House. Kasi di ba President si Biden na. But at the end of the day, the things that will be imposed, the new projects, the companies that will thrive during Biden's time will depend on who will win the Senate. Kasi at the end of the day, even if Biden wants this, if the Senate is on the other side, it will not be approved. So maraming laws that will not be passed. So what are the things that we are looking at right now? Of course, very important. First, yung mga platform ni Biden. What are his platform? That includes renewable energy, electric vehicle. So like NIO, Tesla, kasi these are the things that Trump is not supportive of, diba? So that time, lahat ng mga RE projects, bumaba, or I mean, RE, renewable energy na companies like solar companies, ganyan. Ang mga tumaas, mga oil, ganyan. And once na nag-start na ngayong election, ito na yung, di ba, pwede nang pumasok si Biden, which is for the climate change, then like Tesla will definitely thrive even further kasi one of the key features of electric vehicle is the infrastructure. So if the government allows or pay for the infrastructure to be built in USA for electric vehicles, kasi you need charging and that requires a lot of funding and that's expensive. So you need government funding for that. So if Biden or if the Senate gets Democrat, then that's gonna be good as well. The second one are the health sector. So that includes Cigna, yung other health companies. So I'm not reading a lot in health sector kasi I'm not very knowledgeable about that, although I'm trying to get into that as well. Another thing is the cannabis. So, cannabis is the yung, alam niyo yun, Jutes. Hindi ko alam kung madedemonetize ako because of that. It's yung ginagamit nila para maging high sila, no? So, kasi in USA or in other countries like Canada already legalized that. I'm not sure if Australia already legalized that. So, for medical use. So, if those companies or if the Democrat wins, they might get the passing or mapasa na yung laws for them to actually operate freely, legally, so they can be part of the um, S&P and mga funds, ETF and all that. So those are the things that we are definitely have to look at today, right? And if the Republic, like on top of that, if Democrat wins, there's gonna be a lot of taxes. Why? Kasi the difference between Democrat and Republican is more of the social needs, right? For Democrats, like let's say Obama, they push for social health benefits, and if you need those benefits socially, like yun nga, you need tax, right? You need funding, and where do you get those taxes? From companies, right? So if that's the case, then hello, Marvin, and hello, Market Trader. Thank you for being part of the live stream again today. And American Versace. Andito lang siya sa tabi ko. Anyways, what else? Yeah, so those are the things that we need to look at today. I mean, those companies will definitely get taxed. Okay, so a lot of companies like Google, Facebook, almost everyone will definitely lose some earnings, 'di ba? So kasi 'di ba when we compute for the earnings per shares, 'di ba? That is the net income already. So that includes the tax. So a lot of companies are worried right now if Democrats win because there's definitely going to be a lot of taxation on their part. That's why, as you can see, there are some shifts. So those are the things that you need to know before the market opens. And those are the things that you have to keep in mind as well so that you know which stocks to avoid, which stocks to actually put a bet on, or what will happen. So right now, the Democrats are on the lead. By 12,000 votes last time I checked. We'll check again later in a while para we can see who's actually doing. Pero most likely it will be Democrat. So because of that, you have to make sure that you're ready when it happens. And also, there's also some speculation that if Democrats win, Bitcoin will also increase its price. So it will shoot to the moon. That's what they say, ha. Although there's some because one of the reason why is because it's actually mirroring or parang um, reverse mirroring the Nasdaq. So if Nasdaq goes down, Bitcoin usually goes up, and that's the reason why if ever it goes up or if it goes down, definitely Bitcoin might go up. May chance. But we're checking on that. We will be monitoring that later on. Okay, so hello JP. Wait lang ha. Sorry ha. Pinagalitan lang tayo. Ayan, guys. So, thank you so much for joining again today. So, na-discuss na natin kanina yung about Republican and Democrat, and hopefully we can find out what's gonna happen today so that we know, 'di ba, what to do. So, one of the things that I am looking at right now, I'm gonna show you. Yeah. Hello, Sosimo, Erwin, and Eugene. Salamat, JP, for everyday viewing. Ayan, so let's check lang ha. Check natin what's happening right now if actually Democrats are on the lead or nanalo na ba. Latest. So for these things, I check Twitter. So always check Twitter as well. You can also follow me in Twitter, Money and Chi. Kung ano-ano lang tinitweet ko doon. So, huwag kayo magulat. So, I think he won. Because he already said thank you. Thank you, Georgia. Okay, so the Democrats won. So, therefore, there's a big chance that um so let's see the pre-market, no? If that's correct. Ayan. Oo nga, nakita na si Jack Ma. Hanap ako ng hanap sa kanya, nandun lang pala siya. Visit siya, binenta ko tuloy yung baba. Hindi ko Pero okay naman. Chill lang ako dyan. Downtrend pa rin naman siya so far. Okay, si Tesla, BOA, solar companies, and more. Yun yung kaninang diniscuss natin, di ba? So, United Health, um, ano nangyari? So, it closed at 18 and now I think it's 25. Yeah, company per close of. Anyways, Tesla shares 3% in pre-market. So, Tesla went up 3% in pre-market, which is good, no? I already sold my Tesla. I'm waiting for a correction before I enter again. Bank of America gained 3% as well. Solar Edge jumped 6%. So, solar companies, no? Solar Edge, SunPower. I just bought SunPower yesterday. Yay! Pero konti lang yung binili ko kasi test buy lang dapat. Kasi nandun na siya sa 20 EMA niya. Let's go to 20 EMA of SunPower. I bought yesterday. And today, I'm planning to get another one. This is ACB. I don't know if you know about that. Pero, if Democrats win already, they won na pala. So, I think it's gonna be good. So, this is SunPower. And yesterday, I was trying to do test buy kasi like, I'm always monitoring SunPower. I've gained already 20% on that. So, yesterday it was it was on its 20 EMA. As in, nandun siya. Oops. It's not moving. Nandun siya dito sa 20 EMA niya. And I was thinking, oh, if it continues, it will just go up from there, or it will actually bounce back to its 50 EMA, which usually it does. Pero I said, okay, I'll just buy a little bit today para if I'm not sure, then I'll add tomorrow. So I bought yesterday and now it already increased to 27%. 6% up already by pre-market pa lang naman. And also, as you can see here as well, the downtrend is here na. So I'm thinking if it already crossed a little bit. So I was thinking, okay, this is the right time to enter. So I entered a little bit. But if it actually goes down further, then I'll add more. So, ganun minsan yung ano ko kay SunPower. Kasi okay ako sa price niya, 20, 24, ganyan. Kasi the first time I bought was around here, I think. Dito, yata. No. Dito, 20. So, I sold at around 26, 28 yata, ganyan. Or 30. I forgot, sorry. I'll check later. Pero, yun, naka 20% increase na ako kay SunPower. Di ko nakuha yung peak, but I'm happy with that. And I'm just waiting for a re-entry. And this is actually the right time. Yesterday was the right time, but today it already increased because of Democrat winning. So, I'm not sure if it's late. I'd rather wait again until it bounce back a little bit before I enter again. Pero yun. May mga comments ba tayo? Kasi hindi ko masyado nakakita. Yeah, naglaylo sa social media si Jackma. Thank you, JP. Hi, B. Ogner. I explained that a while ago. You can, kung ano yung difference ng Democrats and Republicans effect in the market, you can rewind later on para you can see what I explained there. It's, yun. Hello, Ken. Ken, uy. Uy, 28 na tayo. Hello, Edgardo and Jojo. Yes, palike naman yung video, guys, if you can. Yes, may copy trade ako. I have 7 copy traders now. Yay! Pero, yun, just be careful lang. If, when you copy my trade, it's 1 year holding period kasi I cannot guarantee that, it's always up or down or ganyan. So, I have to make sure that you hold it for 1 year and then the target gain is around 20 to 30% minimum. So, target gain ko lang naman yun. Doesn't mean na yun lang, diba? So, yeah, you can copy me if you're not awake during that time kasi I monitor naman the stock market during market hours. So definitely I'm updated all the time. Ayan. Thank you 1 to 10. Magkano initial deposit sa eToro? It's I don't know honestly, pero I think nasa 15,000. Hindi ko sure ha, hindi ko sure. I-check ko later. Hello, Alex. And hello to J-Trades family if you're here. Ayan, so diretso tuloy tayo. So, one of the stocks, again, that I'm looking at right now, and gusto ko lang, if you're planning to trade later, Aurora Cannabis. This one, so Aurora Cannabis. It went up a lot na. Grabe. Nag-up na siya. So, from here, na-reach na niya yung last peak ko. 20% up siya from today. Pre-market. Just because Democrats won pala. So, yan. Pero okay lang kasi like, if you look at ACB, kasi before I wasn't really, I didn't enter. Although it would be nice if you got in around $3 per share. But right now, I think it's kind of, it's $9 na, diba? So it went up around $200, 200% already, ACB. Sorry, ang daming lines, right? As you can see, it was at this point, diba? So, andito siya. Medyo nasa bottom na siya. But if you look at 1 year, let's go to 1 year. It was trading around 20 na 40. Even 40, diba? I think kapag nagsi-streaming, mabagal yung ano ko, yung laptop ko. So, I hope you understand, guys, if it's kind of slow. Ayan. It was trading at 42 last year. November 2019. So, over a year ago. So, there's some chance of this going up again from that level, no? If you just have to be patient kasi it depends on how the states will approve kasi in USA every state has its own law. It's a federal stuff, right? So actually it was even trading above 80, oh. Yan. So it has a lot of upside if you can wait for it. So again, there's a lot of different states have different laws. So some states approve the use of cannabis, but some states doesn't. But with the federal or majority winning, how do you call this? The Democrats. And then also in the federal state, yung pinaka buo na, if they approve it on the federal level, then it would be more easier for them to sell, and it will be legalized na. So, definitely that's a good thing for you to look at in the future. So watch out for that. For me, I will check first if I will enter kasi it already went up by 20%. But usually the rally for this naman takes 2 to 3 days. So maybe I can enter today and then let's see in the coming days, then sell immediately. So that's my what I want to do with ACB. So just look at that. It's available in eToro as well. Pero be careful, be careful. I'm not saying gawin nyo kaagad. So just be careful. This is just one of the stock that you can look at. You can also look at SunPower for today. And then, what else? So, Solar Edge as well is also like, and Sunrun is similar with SunPower. I just know SunPower because before there's a SunPower plant in Philippines. And that's why I know SunPower. They closed na. It was bought by, was this Sun Philippines? Yung Laviste, yeah. They bought it na. Yeah. So Alibaba is planning to raise at least 5 billion through a dollar-dominated bond. Oh, they're raising. What happened? I clicked something. Sorry. And then Wells Fargo. Quit. Sorry guys, stuck ako sa ano. Anyways, yeah, Apple paid out 179% of its targeted bonuses for 2020 after remote work boosted its profit. CEO Tim Cook, blah, blah, blah. Contrast to 36% drop in its 2019 bonus. Actually, Apple was down yesterday, diba? Check nga natin. Kasi we were planning to enter yesterday because it's down. It's down pala kasi nagbigay siya ng bonus. What's so wrong about that? Ano ba yan? Bakit lumalabas yung K? Sorry. Ayan. So, while it's loading, let's check some comments. Chats. Good morning, global traders. Good evening sa inyo. Hi, Eileen. Hi, Jojo. Massimo. My username is chichow. I'll type here. Yan. You can follow me in my eToro. I'll show you muna. Okay, so you can find me. It's chichow. And then what you can do is you can go to virtual portfolio and then follow and copy me. Or you can also use your reel and follow me. Yeah. So if, yan. I post here once in a while, so you can just see. Tapos, you can also follow my trades. You can see there as well. I have 7 copiers right now. My risk profile is 6. I'm still trying to lower that because I need to make it more secured for my copiers. So that's why. Yep. I hope you can follow me. And also, if you want to open your eToro account, you can use my link. It's in the description box. Okay? So, RH. Sige, let's check RH. I think that's also... Yeah, it's a hospital, diba, RH? Okay. RH is still good. Let's remove muna the super trend. Ang gulo ng ano ko. Hindi siya malinis. So, ayan. Sorry guys kung medyo mabagal lang ano natin. Nag-a-adjust pa tayo. Pero we'll get there. Bibilis din ang analysis natin. Okay, so a pre-market niya is around 448. Walang changes masyado. So RH didn't change a lot. Yeah, and it's currently at its 50 EMA. So if you get here, you'll probably have an upside of, let's say, 18%. But as if we look at the past performance of its chart, it seems like it always touches yung 50 EMA, no? So it's safe to enter here. Pero it might go as low as its 100 EMA, so sa 391. But we're not sure about that. If we look at the MACD, stocks, and RSI, it's kind of like for MACD, it shows some momentum, a little momentum going down still. But for, let's move on to the RSI. Nandito siya sa baba right? So, yeah, medyo patuloy yung momentum niya. It can go down a little bit further to the last, support, which is 404 or even 400. So, I would say, for now, I would wait for a little bit more answer or security para sure ako na paangat na siya ulit. Yeah. Pero it's at its support level right now. So I think you can try. I mean, if you're looking at a little bit longer tenor, it's okay. Pero if you're looking at short trade, I won't suggest yet. Siguro dapat kahapon ka bumili. Kasi kahapon yung nag-touch yung 50 MA niya. If we look at the 5-minute, let's see. Ano ba tong computer ko? Bakit ang bagal-bagal niya? Nakaka-stress. Anyways, I guess this is a trend line that it broke. Yeah. Nung December 15 pa to eh. So as you can see, we have to make another trend line for this. Okay. Yan. So, as you can see, na-break naman niya yung trend line. And usually, that's an entry point for me. Every time, like, if you want to buy something, especially in the US market, what I usually do is, like, I check first the daily time frame. Tapos, for entering, I have to check the 5-minute time frame. Tapos, that's when I have to draw this trend line, whether it's going down or going up for short or long position. Then I enter when it breaks the trend line. Yun. Doon ako pumapasok. Yan. But be careful lang kasi baka mag-fake out siya. Bumaba siya ulit. Kasi medyo dikit siya. Pero at this point, if the price becomes more of inclination upward, that's a better decision for you to get in. Kasi ngayon medyo flatline siya eh. Pag flatline, hindi ako masyadong tiwala pa. And besides, it has its lower highs. Kung mapapansin nyo. Ano ba to? Ang jologs ng chart. Hindi ko ano. Anyways, meron siyang, palitan natin ulit ng day. Meron siyang double, lower high. Nung short lang naman. Hindi naman siya masyadong significant. Like, even if you check in the other, yung past, chart niya, talagang bumababa rin naman yung, niya. Pero it's at its consolidation phase. And if you also draw yung, yung Darvas. So, yan. It's trading around 20%. So, baka mas okay mag-wait ka na lang dito sa niya. Mag 411 ka. I mean, that's me, That's what I will do. I'll not enter for now. Kasi nasa gitna rin siya. Ayoko pumapasok sa gitna. Naiipit ako palagi. Every time pumapasok ako sa gitna, napupunta pa sa bottom eh. So, I realize I have to wait for the bottom. Ayun. Yay! 36 na tayo. J&J, good volume and bounce from EMA 10. Ay, sorry. Ano to? Sorry, ano to? Ang ginagamit ko for charting is TradingView. Tama si JPE. Thank you. Yes, J&J, good siya. Pero, mukhang may chance pa naman umakyat pa ulit si J&J. Na-late na kasi ako J&J, kaya hindi ako pumasok. Umangat na siya masyado. Pero, binantayan ko to for a while. Let's see. Thoughts on Palantir. Bili dapat ako kahapon, but di pa nag-clear yung funds sa IBKR, di pa? Di pala yung pwede i-trade after mo ibenta ibang stocks. No, pwede mo siya ibenta. Ang nagka-problem ako kay IBKR is hindi ko na-convert from dollar to peso. Ay, no. From euro to dollar yung funds ko. So, medyo magulo, mahirap mag-trade kay IBKR. Kaya hindi rin ako masyadong active dun eh. Parang puro long lang din yung ginagawa ko sa kanya. I cannot even short, mandaming requirements, ganyan. So, I use it for my other, pag long position lang. For others, I use eToro most of the time because it's more user-friendly. Ricky Repol, US stocks lang, yes. Kasi that's where I'm up. And I do the Philippine stocks weekends. I post different stocks, ganyan. Kasi I'm not awake during Philippine time. So, for Philippine time, subscribe kayo kay J-Trades kasi he's the one who's updating or he's always updating Philippine stocks. So, J-Trade Vlogs PH. Follow him. And he has daily podcasts and live stream as well for Philippine stocks. Yan. For US stocks, if you want to trade US stocks, you can watch my live stream, no? Para iba-iba naman. Yes, ang taas ng gap up ni SunPower. Buti nakapasok ako kahapon, pero slight lang. hindi ako naka all in. That pala in all in ko na. Nandun na siya sa 20 EMA eh, hindi ko pa sinagad. So that's life. I'm not sure if it's gonna continue going up today kasi si SunPower minsan magulo. Minsan, 'di ba, magsa-spike up siya tapos hindi magko-continue yung rally, biglang bababa next day. So okay, for Palantir, ako naka-hold pa rin ako kay Palantir kasi good pa rin yung outlook ko sa kanya, no? So, let's check yung Palantir's stocks chart. Ang gulo niya. Pagka heavily chine-check ko siya, magulo yung yung charting ko kasi mahilig ako magsulat ng ng trend line, mag-drawing. Parang sa lang no, pag kami outing, drawing lang. hindi ako drawing, ayoko ng mga drawing. Anyway, so si Palantir, actually, good sana, no, bumalik kahapon or the other day kasi nandun siya sa kanyang support level and it's kind of a strong support because it went there like triple times na. So, if you just look like this one, even at this level, you'll gain around 26% or 25% on this support and resistance level. And I like trading those kasi, di ba, syempre, once it goes down here, you buy and then you sell if it goes to, let's say, 29 or 30 until it crosses again and I just add more. So that's what I realized in Palantir. I didn't sell during this period. I should have. But then again, it's going up again and usually it rallies until 30. So you can monitor when it's 30. Either you take profit or you just wait further. But so far, that's how Palantir moves. And we're just waiting for another catalyst, of course, for Palantir. As you can see, the earnings report will be on February pa. So it will take like 1 month before it actually probably, have something to shoot up the price. But as of the moment, as you can see, for this one as well, if you just follow the trend, you can see that what do you call this? The I forgot the word. So it will meet here, no? Confluence ba or something. Naalala ko kasi yung confluence, it's a river, when two rivers meet together, that's called confluence. So, I was thinking, tas meron pang isa, yung under. Anyway, so, dito siya magmi-meet. And it's exactly at the earnings pace, no? If you just look at the timeline and then the trend niya. So, there's a possibility that it could lead to here before it goes up again. So, let's wait until this, triangle finishes. Yeah. So, until then, I think it's just gonna move here. Unless there's a super good news, no? So, as you can see naman yung ano rin niya, stocks niya is actually nasa buy signal yesterday, 2 days ago. So, you can still, I think there's still room for you to enter. If you can. I hope you can. Kasi, I don't know, ganun pala si IBKR. But so far, I never had an issue kasi I sold that day in IBKR. I sold my NEO. And then, I bought new stocks. And I was able to do naman. Nakabili ako ng, NNDM, mga ganon. So, I'm wondering bakit ganun nangyari sa'yo. So, hopefully, what's good about IBKR, you can always call their hotline. Tinatawagan ko talaga sila dahil naiinis ako minsan sa kanila. Ang hirap gamitin ng platform. pang bawal tanga. Parang sabi ko, ano ba to? Pang ano lang siya, pang techie person. Hindi kasi ako techie. So, I'm still trying to figure that out. Pero you're not late in Palantir. Just look at this trend line lang. So, with this point, it might not even touch yung resistance level niya. Baka dito lang siya. Kasi yung sa trend niya, it's going down. But we'll see. Hopefully, it breaks and goes back here. Mas better naman yung levelized na na move niya, na trend. Right? My best stock pick ever in US stock market. I think NEO and Palantir kasi that's where I gained the most. Tesla, I'm still waiting for entry. But wait, let's see. I'll show you my portfolio. So, I'll explain one by one. Lagi ko nakalimutan. I-explain ko nga pala one by one yung portfolio ko. Okay. So, based on my holding. So, right now, kasi I sold my NEO yesterday. Majority. Pero I'm trying to enter kasi kinakabahan ako dun sa NEO day eh. Kasi what happened in Tesla, when they did the Tesla day, it didn't happen the way I expected it to happen. So, I was thinking it might happen the same thing. No, so I don't want to risk it for NEO as of the moment. So, I just sold it for now. And then, Palantir, of course, I'm still waiting for the for it to reach 35 per share. So I'm waiting for this kasi I know this will be 5x, 10x in 5 years. So if you're looking for stocks that will go 10x or 10 times in 5 years, that's Palantir NEO. NEO, the highest outlook for 5 years is 300, no? So if you are invested at 30 per share, then that will 10 times your money. Microsoft, of course, we know naman Microsoft, and it's always going up. And if you can check Microsoft as well, if you go to Microsoft, you can use the stats of eToro. This is very helpful for me. So you can see like 1 year. For 1 year, this is the trend, no? So you can see 1 year return, 37%. But actually, if you entered at this point, it's actually higher. So, if you're looking at, medyo hindi ka active masyado, you can get into Microsoft once it's entry level. Pwede kang pumasok. Then, for sure, it will go like 37%. If you go further to 3 years, as you can see, the trend is always upward. So, it's always good to invest in Microsoft. It's always upward. That's one. So, in eToro kasi, I also have to maintain my risk. So, I have to choose some stocks as well that doesn't move a lot. Otherwise, my risk will be to the moon, like 10, no? And that will hurt most of my copiers. I don't want to risk it for them. Kung ako lang, i-risk ko lahat to eh. Pero, yun nga, I have to manage it. Oh my God, I'm having a problem with my... Guys, may technical problem lang ako. I have to do something. So, balik ako after mga 1 minute. Okay, wait lang. May problem lang ako sa background. Inom lang din ako ng water. Hi guys! Welcome back. Sorry, hindi ko rin siya na-fix pero later ko na siya ayusin. Anyways, anong broker ang gamit ko sa pag-trade? I use eToro more, pero I also use IBKR to check the fundamentals. And I trade there more yung mga risky assets, like yung mga penny stocks, mga ganyan. Yung mga hindi dapat masyadong tinitrade sa copy trading. Kasi that's too risky. So, I do that there. Makaka-trade ka ba sa eToro kahit hindi ka pa fully verified? Suspended kasi yung application ng release ng UMID. Yeah, tama si Glenn. You can get or use any government issued ID like driver's license. And no, you cannot trade until you're fully verified. You can load your account, but you cannot trade. So I suggest you being verified first before you actually put some money there. But it's easy to withdraw rin naman. So I tried withdrawing kasi medyo to be sure lang, 'di ba? Para sure tayo. So I deposited and then I withdraw. I also did that to IBKR para lang sure ako na talagang mawi-withdraw ko yung fund ko. Ayan. Okay. So, what else? Yun, stamp is another one. So, I showed this, I think, on the first day no, nung ating live stream. And we showed that I entered this because of two reasons. First, I saw it as undervalued dun sa reports na you can find in IBKR. And then I checked the chart as well. And the chart is actually very good as well for me. So I went slowly, no. I started small and then I went full in. Tapos medyo nag-slow down siya, but I think it's still gonna work. So stamp is like for shipping, 'di ba? When you do shipping, you need to go to the post office. Not in the US, So for now, you can go to or you can print it on your own. So you don't have to go to post office anymore. So this is very good in terms of shipping, especially if you have online shop, something like that. So everything kasi that is related to e-commerce is good. So I think that's one of the reason why I put my money on that as well. So that's stamp. This one. Let's look at the chart then. And then later we can move on to the others. So right now, as you can see, and dun siya, nag-touch siya sa 200 EMA niya. But, ito yung niya, 50 EMA niya is yung yellow line. And before it was trading above that, and then medyo nag-free fall siya. And now it's trying to go up again. So, right now, I don't suggest you buying for now kasi syempre, I hope it wouldn't go down further than this. Because if it does, I will definitely close my position. But for now, I'm actually expecting it to go up. Kasi like Stamp has a very good fundamentals. They'll have annual increase of their revenue. And if you can actually look at the forecast for Stamp, so right now it's trading at 204, no? But if you look at the analyst review of Stamps, everyone's saying that, sorry. Ano ba yan? Sana tomorrow mas mabilis na yung galaw ng laptop ko. Para hindi tayo masyadong na-halt. So as you can see, 203.89 siya ngayon. Pero the analysts are looking at around 300 something to eh. Yan, so it has a moderate buy at 340. High, niya. Yung pala halos lahat ng average, ng niya, target price niya is 340. So most of them, some of them 390. Ayan. So, for me, okay lang ako mag-stay kay Stamp because of that. So, it may not happen today, but within the year, it will happen. So, it's okay for me. It's actually slow going up, which I like because that's what I need in my portfolio to have lower risk. So, it has to be slowly going up. So, Stamp is one of those stocks that I can depend on for that. Dropbox has a very good fundamentals, by the way. That's why I got in. Pero the technicals are not really doing justice on it, and it's actually going down. So I'll check on it further if I need to cut loss. Pero I don't think so. I think it's gonna go up within the year. I don't really need to do anything about that. And I explained about Beyond Meat, no? So ito yung meat that is for vegan. And SAP as well. I mean, a lot of companies uses SAP. I think once the lockdown ended and everybody goes back to work, SAP will definitely rebound as well. So these are the companies that I bet on right now before it actually flies back again. Kasi I'm betting on, of course, opening borders, going back to work and all. And if that happens, then these are the stocks that will actually go up. And I'm looking at SAP doing that for my portfolio. Square is like a payment system. It's like PayPal. It's good for e-commerce. So yung mga online shops, they use Square. So that's one. Yeah, it's in US. I tried using Square in Philippines before when I have a bazaar kasi they also have yung point of sale, but it doesn't work that well in Philippines yet. So hopefully, I think they can expand. So I think that's why it's good company as well, because there's a chance for it to go further. And by the way, the owner of Square is actually the owner of Twitter. So that's why it actually has a good future as well. But if you trust Twitter, then they have good management. Then Square is also one company that you can look at. TTD is like a marketing platform. It's like competing with AdSense, Google Ads, and all that. So TTD includes radio and all other podcasts and all other platform that you can market. And I think it's cheaper than Google. Mahal ang Google ha. Even for me, my YouTube doesn't earn as much because of that. Because Google charges a lot. YouTube charges a lot. So Fiverr, of course, Fiverr is good. Actually, Fiverr, before yesterday, I was negative on it. So, but I think it's gonna go through, no? Even though after COVID, because a lot of people are moving into working from home, quitting job, being freelance because they want freedom, and more Gen Zs or younger generations are actually moving to doing freelancing, which is good. So I think Fiverr is a good company for that. I explained SE before. Urban, this should be going up. So I don't know why it's still down. Pero let's see if it goes down further. My risk tolerance naman is up to 10%. Except for Zoom. Zoom should go up as well. So I'm just waiting for Zoom to rebound as well. So both of these are actually on its support level. Pero the support is not that super support yet. So, and ito yung mga part na bumili ako in the middle. Di ba, I explained to you guys, ayoko na bumili sa kalagitnaan ng Darvas box kasi usually doon ako naiipit. So, this is those stocks. So, Urban and Zoom. NIU is like electric vehicle, but it's more of motor, like motorbikes. So, I invested on it. Kasi sila NIO, sila Tesla is more on the car, diba? So, this is motorbikes. And the target, of course, is Asia, mga developing countries, diba? And it's cheaper, ganyan. That's why I got NIU as well. So, hopefully, like in Philippines, we are trying to make it electric, diba? Yung tawag dito, motorcycles. Also in in I forgot what country is that. No, in Nepal actually. They already have that kasi 'di ba may mga nagmo-motor din doon. So yung travelers, they actually have battery pack. So they have charging station tapos they get the battery, they remove their own battery, they put it there and then they charge it again. So may switching battery sa Nepal. And hopefully they also do that in Philippines. I'm not sure if it's already there. Space is the parang if you want to travel in the space, yung si Virgin Galactic, si Virgin Airlines, it's the same owner, si Branson. So I entered because it crashed. So, nag-crash siya around, I think, 30 to 40% nung stock price niya. It was so steep, and then it crashed kasi yung first trial nila nung flight nila is pumalpak. So, because of that, the prices went down. And I found it as an opportunity to enter kasi once they released the new schedule to try it again, going to space. Kasi they already did past trials and most of it are actually good result already. So, I'm still positive on this. Bumili na si Justin Bieber ng ticket going to space. So, I think this is one of my gambles, no? So, mga speculative assumptions ko. Huwag niyo akong tularan minsan. Minsan kasi mga I really like innovation. So, sometimes I bet on it. So, yun, I'm just excited to share those talks to you kasi yun yung mga exciting for me, very exciting for me. Ayan, so before we close, let's read some of the comments, no. Thank you ulit guys for joining today, no. So we have 34 viewers today and I'm so thankful for you coming back, lalo na yung mga returnees and of course there's those new watchers of our live stream. So thank you. CFDs lang ba sa eToro? No, it's not just CFD. Actually, you can trade stocks, no leverage, X1 lang. Just use X1. Kasi they don't have commission as well for stocks kasi they gain on the spreads, no? So, walang commission sa stocks. Magkakaroon lang ng commission kapag you use leverage and if you do CFDs like yung shorting, mga ganyan. Leverage is also a CFD. So, those are the things that you need. By the way, guys, wala na palang CFD sa Bitcoins sa eToro. So, for those people who baka mag-close yung mga trades nyo, just make sure that you close it even before they remove it. Or baka ni-remove na nila. So, you cannot do that anymore. I think you cannot short Bitcoin anymore as well. It's UK law. It's not eToro. UK required that. I noticed that you manage nearly 20 stocks in your portfolio. Do you study each stock every single day? Are you as diversified as well as in the PSE? Honestly, in PSE, I'm not that diversified kasi I have very limited fund there. So, siguro nag-start lang ako 150,000 actually just to show you to my subscribers and to, kasi I don't want to trade or to share trading ano yun tawag dito? Tips, tapos hindi naman ako nagtitrade or hindi ko pinapakita sa inyo yung portfolio ko. So, I did like 100 for, how do you call this, in First Metro and then 50,000 in, call financials. To show you guys that it's doable, it's possible, even if you work, ganyan. So, I was very invested as well in real estate, in stocks, I don't know, in business, ganyan. So, aside from stocks. And during that time, kasi before the pandemic, I was holding few stocks lang that time. And I wanted to show you lang din that it's possible. So, I choose those stocks that I think is worth holding and, going up. But then again, hindi ako updated always sa Philippine market. That's why I don't buy a lot of stocks. Although I monitor them, especially those of the things that I am holding. And I also have Patreon account. I also give there my weekly stock picks. I also give them, like, every time they have a request for stocks, I also review that. We have a monthly report. I give it to them. So before end of the month, I ask what stocks they want for review, for both fundamentally and technical, and then I give it to them as report for the beginning of the month so that they know what to do within the month or 2 months, because usually naman the trade goes on like, a month or two, ganyan, for position or swing trading. So I'm not as diversified in Philippine stock. I think I just hold around 7 to 10 stocks. And I choose lang the highest return that I can get. Like for example, if I put it here, I want like 40 to 50% upside. Kasi I'm not awake that time. So, nasa Germany ako. By the time na, kunyari, mag-invest ako kay dito, tapos mabuhusan ako. Paggising ko sa umaga, wala na yung pera ko, 'di ba? So, I just choose those stocks. Unlike in US market, I'm awake. I check that every day. I check pre-market every day. I make sure that I can trade within the day in case na something wrong happens, in case it doesn't happen the way I expected it to happen. So, I have to keep as well as much as minimum 20 stocks in or holdings in eToro kasi I have copiers and I have to protect them. So, if I have like less than 20 shares or 20 stocks, then magiging mataas yung exposure ko per stock and therefore the exposure of the money as well. And in eToro, um, copying ano kasi, ang tawag dito, platform or how do you call this? Popular investor program, you have to manage your risk. Hindi pwedeng naka-10 yung risk mo, tas may copiers ka. Kasi you're putting your copiers at risk. Kunyari, baka mawala yung... Kung ikaw lang, kung pera ko lang yan, I invest on a lot of stocks na weird. You wouldn't even recognize me kasi 'di ba I'm known for being fundamental ganyan. But everything that I put my money in my eToro for my copiers, I definitely check fundamentally. It has to be passed sa screening phase ko before I actually buy. So, and I have to know as well what stock is that, what's the future, what's the innovation, ano yung plan in the future, ganyan, growth factor, and the chart as well. So, that's what I'm looking at for for my eToro. So, I want to protect my copiers for sure. So, thank you for that question, Gabrielle. Yeah, interesting yung Mio. Super appreciate this live. Learning a lot sa US market. Thank you, Jennifer, for learning. Happy ako pag natututo kayo sa akin. No? Lalo na ang dami kong hanash. Here from your ASEN analysis video. Thank you, Neil. You like the ASEN video. If you want to learn more about renewable energy, marami akong hanash dyan. Pero kulang yung 1 hour. But would you recommend buying before ASEN SRO or wait until after SRO when mag-correct ang market? Honestly, ASEN is kind of tricky kasi it has a very good investor image. That's what I can say. But normally, if I just look at the past ASEN or past SROs in my life. Every SRO that I've seen in the past 10 years, usually it averages the price. Okay? So, teka lang, ilipat ko sa only. So, nag-average yung price based dun sa effective date and dun sa amount. Kasi the reason why it happens that way is because like if I'm a new buyer, ayoko naman na bilhin yung price at existing price na average down mo. So for me, you have to average that down as well. So that's the normal thing that happens during SRO. I cannot recommend it or I cannot say if it's gonna be the same with ASEN because again, it's very popular with investors. They might think of it as a good thing or buying opportunity instead of averaging down because the new traders right now are not very or those people who are so into ASEN and Dito and all that, they don't understand that concept. So that and because of that, any news is good news for them. So just be careful. I cannot say if it's a normal stock, I would say it will definitely average down. Wait until SRO finishes, but for now, I don't know kasi very popular siya and honestly the market right now is so irrational. Siguro ang masasuggest ko, buy test trial. Tapos, add more after you know what happens to the SRO. Don't go all in muna. But definitely, even if you get naman before SRO, you average down the price, diba? Lalo na if you can execute the SRO, then what's wrong with that? Even if it averages down, then that's still good for you, no? Win situation naman yun. I don't really discourage people getting SRO kasi why it doesn't really it's not so bad. And yung averaging down naman is sudden lang. Tapos it goes back to its normal trend. From my experience, I'm sure not all SRO happens. That's the same thing. Miss Chi, copy trading ba dapat same capital din? Hanggang ngayon hindi ko pa siya nagigets. Kaya kahit gusto ko pumasok, wala pa rin. No, for me, I suggest lang if you want to copy my trades, mga $500 or $700. Pero, you can start with 200. You don't have to, biglaan, ganyan. Start with $200. Tapos, ang lang kasi nun, ika-copy niya lahat nung trades ko. And I make sure naman na ang minimum kasi na, pagka kunyari, may portfolio ako, right? So, the cost of my portfolio, let's say I started 10,000, and then you copied, let's say 1,000, so that's like 10%. So, all of my position, 10% of that will be copied on your portfolio. But, if it's lower than that, then that's the percentage. Pero I calculated even at 200, those positions will open kasi I don't invest lower than, let's say, $100 for a stock. And I think that's critical then kasi if it's too low, some of the position will not open for you. So, yun. So, I suggest 200, 500, it's up to you. Pero at a minimum, 200, you can copy me. I'm still applying for, how do you call this? The popular investor. Kasi I was declined last month because my risk went up to 7. And you have to maintain it at 6 or lower. So this month, hopefully, I get it. Pero you can still copy me naman. Ayan guys, so no more questions. So hopefully you can join again tomorrow. Sana may natutunan ulit kayo today. And if you have some stocks, so you can do your research. And then for tomorrow, you can comment, as we can analyze together, we can check together para maging interactive tayo every time. And we can check these stocks. Of course, I don't want you to enter into US market without knowing kasi it's very volatile. You cannot really tell. Medyo mahirap itimplahin yung US market as compared to Philippine market when you can usually take the losses. Kasi when the losses are higher, there's more at stake, no? There's more emotions, and that's why it's harder to be rational at times. So, yeah, if you also want to, open your eToro account, you can use my link. You can also copy me and then trade on your own. So if you have, let's say, 50% or 40% of your portfolio, you want to copy me and the rest you want to trade on your own, of course, you have to start at the end of the day, trade on your own, learn, diba? Kasi I'm not always here. kung if something happens to me, diba, you have to be doing it on your own. Dapat ready kayo. So that's why we are doing this live stream to make sure that you guys are ready whatever happens. And you can trade on your own, diba? You're not dependent on me. So, that's all, guys. Thank you so much for joining. Again, if you want to join my Patreon account, you can join it. The link is on the description box. If you want to open an eToro account to start trading in US market, you can open using my link. Below in the description box as well. You have stocks for tomorrow that you want to review. Take note of that and we can do that. You can also comment here para I can prepare by tomorrow, no? Kasi medyo mabagal yung laptop ko. Yung internet. Hindi ko alam, mabagal siya. Because I think of this, no, sa live stream. Hindi siya sanay. So, ayun guys, thank you so much. Thank you so much for joining talaga. I'm so happy and thankful that you guys are joining. Ayun. Bye for now, guys. Happy trading. Thank you.